Hey everyone, we're back today and we are going to be making veggie lasagna with zucchini noodles. And what I've done is basically cut the not the cucumbers, geez, the zucchinis in half, and I've used my peeler and just peeled right down to get these nice thin, paper thin, noodle-like noodles, vegetable noodles, and we'll lay them out on a tray. I don't know if you've ever tried using zucchini for noodles before. Sometimes it gets really watery and tends not to be really too enjoyable like that. The object is to dry them out before you make it. So I've done these today. The veggie lasagna isn't actually going to be made until tomorrow. So these are just going to sit out and dry up. They will moisten back up once you put them into the lasagna and once you make it, but right now they'll get a much more noodle-like texture if they're dried out first. So we're going to let those dry out and then we will be back to show you the lasagna. So I'm back and we are going to make veggie lasagna. We dried out the veggie noodles. They're not dry, they're still like really flimsy, but a lot of the moisture's come out, so they're going to be a much better texture. And we have pizza sauce. It's actually homemade pizza sauce. I will mark down the ingredients. Basically tomato paste. I use homemade stewed tomatoes, but you can use like the canned stewed tomatoes, like the crushed tomatoes. Basil, oregano, a little bit of honey, salt, pepper, garlic, garlic powder, onion powder, and salt. And that's pretty much the mixture, but I will post the actual ingredients. And I mix it up in a pot, and I use that as my pizza sauce. I like it a lot better than the canned pizza sauce. So what we're going to do, basically, we've got cheese, we got a bunch of veggies, we have, this mixture is 1 container of cottage cheese, 2 eggs, and 3/4 of a cup of Parmesan cheese. And then 1 cup, actually probably closer to 1 1/4 cup of spinach. Just like, I freeze my spinach often and it crumples up really nicely rather than having to chop it all. So I just used frozen spinach and crumpled it up and used that to measure. So it's probably it's actually a lot more than 1 cup of like whole spinach leaves, or 1 1/4 cup of whole spinach leaves. So if you're using whole spinach leaves cut up, I'd probably look at maybe closer to 2 cups, maybe 2.5 cups. So we're going to start with, we start with a little bit of, we layer the bottom with the sauce, and then we are going to layer it with zucchini noodles and sauce and cheese, another layer, and the veggies, and then we'll just kind of do it 1 layer at a time. So we have 1 layer of zucchini noodles, then we are going to layer it with a whole bunch of cheese. There's just shredded mozzarella cheese. Make sure it's spread all around. And then we're going to do another layer of sauce. And then we're going to do another layer of noodles and then start adding some other veggies. So we have another layer of the zucchini noodles. Now we're going to do another layer of cheese. And then we're going to do a layer of carrots. So we've got the layers of carrots. A couple little green onions got in there because the green onions are on the plate there. So after the carrots now, we are going to do some more sauce. Got another layer of sauce there. And now another layer of zucchini noodles. And this can go in any order you like. I'm just being creative here and trying to mix it up nicely. So now another layer, we have another layer of the zucchini noodles, and now I'm going to do the cottage cheese mixture with the spinach. And you're going to make sure this gets evenly spread around. Perfect. I think I'm going to add the mushrooms on top of this. I don't think I need another layer of noodles before I add the mushrooms. Actually, I'm going to get some of the green onions around in there as well. I'm going to save some of the green onions for the top layer. Okay, so now we are going to do one more nice layer of zucchini noodles, sauce, and then cheese, and then some green onions on top. So now we've got the last layer of zucchini noodles. I'm going to pour the rest of the sauce on and get all that sauce out. We've got that last layer of noodles, and then we have the sauce. And then now, just for the rest of the cheese, and we're doing a nice layer of cheese on the top here to finish it off. Friends of ours are coming over for dinner tonight, and she is a vegetarian, so I guess that will be the test of how good it is if a vegetarian likes it. I'm sure that it was a good recipe then. Perfect, so we're going to put a little bit of green onions on the top there just to give it a little color. Perfect. So we are going to bake that at 350 for an hour and then see how it is, whether we need to put it on for a little longer. We will see. Hey guys, so this is the final outcome and it turned out absolutely delicious.